through hard times, which we're currently going through in the car trade at the minute.
It's not great, is it? It's not great, yeah.
It's a tough time. It is a tough time at the minute. But the honest reason why, the real reason why I ain't bought myself a car, you're not going to believe this. You're actually not going to believe this.
So in that colour, in white, there's only 6, like full stop, only 6.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that's a really rare car.
Right, this is proper random. So inside this Budgeons is the craziest discovery I've ever seen in my life. Check this out, come through the door. You're probably thinking, why is Calvin filming inside a Budgeons of all places? Come here. Through the back door. Got to go through the back door. Staff only, yeah, it's me. Come through, come. Shh, shh. Just shut that door, let that door shut. Through here, you're not going to believe this. You're actually not going to believe this. The bloody car dealership out the back, isn't there? So today we're at EAG Specialist Cars. Just shut the old Budgeons door. And I don't know, I was here. We're actually getting a bit of work done on one of our cars. We'll talk about that shortly. And I thought, I want to speak to Richard, the owner, because the story behind this place is fascinating. Like, they're behind the Budgeons. Why are they behind the Budgeons? Also, I want to have a look at some of their cars because I'm like you lot, I'm fascinated about all types of cars, specifically BMWs, and they are like an M-car specialist. So we're going to have a look at a few of their cars. Apparently they've got a GTS inside and the new M4 CSL. So let's go meet Richard, check out some cars and just let it all unfold. So where should we start? I think we should start with the 435D that we're going to be giving away on Planet of Dreams. I think like the first Friday of February. The reason why we're here today is because we had that car wrapped. So I bought it as a high mileage car from a subscriber. Got it wrapped in lime rock grey, which is like an M4 CS colour. We've actually bought some M3 wheels there. They're on the floor over there, so I need to get some tyres for it. By the time this video goes live, the wheels will be on and they'll be looking like this, hopefully. The reason why it's here today is because we've had an M Performance kit fitted, so it's just looking a little bit better, all right? So we want to get that looking good for the giveaway. I'm actually running around in that at the minute. It's a proper nice car. But I was just wandering around, and I know I talk about buying a new car all the time, and it's something that I do need to sort out, and it's just the simple reason that I haven't bought myself a new car yet is because I'm waiting. I just want to get a few things sorted, you know, I'm just waiting for the right time. I suppose I'm kind of waiting for the right car to just be put in front of me for the right amount of money as well. And the guy just cutting bushes over there. But the honest reason why, the real reason why I ain't bought myself a car, what's the real reason? Because as a car dealer, I say this so much in videos, you're constantly reinvesting. That's what the idea is. You don't have to do that, but for as long as you are doing that, your business grows. For as long as you don't do that and you start giving it large, buying cars and swanning around, going on holiday and buying yourself designer clothing or whatever, then the business goes backwards and you might look good, but you don't feel good. So for me, priority is always reinvesting. And at some point, I will definitely get a car. I need to get my own car, but for now I just drive Planet of Dreams cars and bits of stock and whatever else. But this thing here, an Isle of Man green M3 Touring with all the carbon. It's got the carbon front splitter, it's got the carbon side skirts, carbon rear diffuser, it's got the carbon fibre seats. Obviously I went out in Ricky's one recently and it's just such a cool car. I think they look good just as that, by the way. Don't get me wrong, Ricky's one looks absolutely stunning, but if I just had that car in that spec, in that colour, the way it sits there, that would suit me down to the ground. We've got M4s here, they're just M cars. This is pretty cool. For £30,000 less than the Touring, so the Touring is just shy of 100 grand. This is £68,000. This car here is just a white car, red leather, M3 saloon. Very, very nice, proper bit of me as well. It's got some carbon fibre touches on it as well, but what's interesting about this car is they've actually wrapped it in like a satin PPF. And I think that's quite a nice touch, man. They actually do that here. And when he told me, I was just speaking to Richard, who we're going to meet shortly, and he's telling me about it, I thought, this place is quite fascinating. They do like car prep, they do everything in-house. It's behind the Budgeons, which I was like, how is it even behind the Budgeons? What a random setup. Because a year ago, I was on the hunt for my own car site, yeah, as you lot remember. It was a bloody nightmare. And when I pulled up here, I thought, what a lovely site. Like, what a nice place. So we're in St Neots currently. It's a quiet village. There ain't a lot going on around here. Everyone knows everyone, a bit like Coronation Street. And then you've got EAG Specialist Cars, like this big M-car specialist selling all these noisy, Larry cars. So I want to know a bit of the background about the site. I want to meet Richard as well, have a good chat with him because he's sponsored a couple of my car shows recently. And I want to know a bit more about this M4 CSL that he's recently bought. Let's go see him. Richard, welcome on the channel, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for getting me down today. Obviously, you're doing the bits in the 4 Series.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I suppose I wanted to get you on the channel because mainly, how does a man end up or find himself specialising in BMW M cars, specifically M3 and M4s as well?
I think it come from, it's actually like a hobby. I always had M3s and 4s personally.
Yeah.
So it just seemed like, what am I going to specialise at? That was the obvious one because I loved them. It's obviously easier when you love something else.
Had you ever? Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Definitely. I always say to anyone, stick to what you know, and you'll love it. They say you'll never work another day in your life, don't they?
That's rubbish, isn't it? Jesus.
Did you ever sell a varied range of cars? Or
yeah. So when we first started doing car sales, we were doing like hot hatches, like Astra GSIs and things like that.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, cool.
All that kind of stuff. And it was a tough market, tough. And then it kind of COVID. When COVID happened, you kind of have time to sit back.
It was a good
Everything's
time
so fast, and you have a time to sit back and actually think about what you're doing. And that's when we just went into just being like a specialist of one car.
That is so
having
cool.
more than anybody else.
You stand out even on Auto Trader when you're scrolling through and you see this is your photo spot here, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously that's a familiar brand now for a lot of people in the car scene. But you've got the little M colours below there. What does EAG stand for, by the way?
So EAG is my great granddad's initials.
Really?
So because I'm like 4th generation on this premises. So no pressure.
No pressure. Now it's all on you, isn't it? But you're carrying your side of the generation brilliantly, aren't you? You're on it. You're grafting.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
You're here every day. You're doing a great job of this car dealership. So you grew up here, yeah?
I grew up here on this site. Like I say, my great granddad started it. Then my granddad, my dad, and me. My son's just joined as well. So he's just joined the team.
How old's your son?
So he's nearly 19.
That's wicked.
Car mad, and
So he'll be generation 5.
Yeah. I've always said to him, no pressure. I actually tried to push him elsewhere because I didn't want him to have that pressure. Yeah. But he chose to come here, so happy days.
That's wicked, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it weren't always a car dealership, was it?
No. We were, we've been builders, haulage companies, all sorts of stuff, yeah.
So, and then you took it on. So at what point did this become a car dealership then?
So this was when I come back. So because we only had R6, I couldn't drive. So then I went away, learnt the motor trade because I love cars. Yeah. From day one. Learnt my trade in the motor trade, and then got to about 22, 23, come back here, and my dad kind of said, look, don't do the haulage game, it's hard, tough family life and things. And I started up, I had a small unit out the back, started up and then just built it year by year.
That's amazing.
Everything we've always made has always gone back into the business, even to today.
That's a great concept with business, isn't it? You just keep reinvesting and it grows. Yeah. And you probably would have started off with one car like most of us and just grown.
I did. I started off with a Renault Clio with a snap cam belt.
Really?
Yeah, I just rebuilt the head, got it all up and running, and then for I think it was like 5-6 years, never took any profit out. Sold a car, whatever profit, put it back into another car. Good. And then build it up to 20, 30 cars or whatever. Keep going,
just keep going, and where you are now, like some of the cars you've got these two. We'll talk about them shortly, but before we get to them, there's a picture on your wall in your office, of the site, because you actually grew up on this site. I know we said that it was previously a haulage site, but this was your home, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I was driving R6 around here when I was 12, 13 years old. That's what we did. Yeah.
This is like the perfect story, and even for your parents to know that they've brought you up on this site, and you got a team of staff here. Like, what a story, man. This is just like the dream story for a lot of people, isn't it?
And it's just, you just got to work hard and not give up on it. I think that's the simple as that, isn't it?
Especially through hard times, which we're currently going through in the car trade at the minute.
It's not great, is it? It's not great,
It's a tough time. It is a tough time at the minute. But I suppose at the time of filming this, we're at the end of the year, and then by the time this goes live, it'll probably be January time. It's always a funny time.
Yeah, this time's always quiet, isn't it? But hopefully, I think January it'll kick on. Yeah. I think as soon as we start to see some interest rates drop, hopefully, then that will just give people confidence on it, and
it's definitely going to create a positive sting on the whole market, not just cars, like property as well, hopefully. Yeah. General spending, borrowing. It should
the trade we're in, it's other than buying a house, it's probably the next sort of most important or biggest thing anyone buys, isn't it? So I think it'll be fine. It's just tough at the moment.
We're getting by. We're paying bills. We're doing a few deals still, but it's just not as we like it. We like to get active, don't we? Car traders we all do. We all want to be busy all the time. So let's just head into your office. Just go to that picture, and then we can talk more about the story of the site. Here we go. So this is your office, yeah?
This is my office.
You've got 3 offices here, yeah?
Yeah, 3 offices, yeah. So Martin, the sales manager, and then Harvey, my son, is at the end one.
Oh, right. He's here now, is he?
He's straight in, yeah.
And then in here, this picture here, because at the front, I just basically, the intro to this video was me showing everyone that hidden behind this Budgeons is a real mystery. So we went through the front door, walked through the shop, come out the back door, and I presented everyone with EAG Specialist Cars, I just thought it was quite fascinating. But that Budgeons is actually owned by you guys, yeah?
Yeah, that's right,
But initially it wasn't a Budgeons, of course.
No, it's just a little tiny village shop. And yeah, we kind of got the opportunity to beat everyone else to put in a decent shop in the village, and the village is getting bigger and bigger, so it seemed like a no-brainer. So
what a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Because I always talk about doing within what's available to you within your own sort of realm, and you've done that. So you've got this site, and here is, so this is your family home, yeah? This is where
that's where I grew up there, yeah. And then obviously the shop is now there. We used to sell petrol off the front there, and then a tiny shop there.
Yeah. So, and then this is the unit that we're stood in now.
We're in the showroom here, but that used to be obviously lorries parked in there and like grain and stuff, and it's very different. What
a picture. And then did you say this is your grandparents' house?
That's it, grandparents' house,
So your grandparents live there?
Yeah, so my grandparents are gone now.
Okay.
My sister has that now.
Oh,
my sister
nice.
lives in there. And then, we've got a new unit up here now.
Okay.
That's up there now. But obviously, everything's changed since then.
What an amazing car site, isn't it? Like, obviously for you, you haven't had the pressure, I suppose, to finding a site. I went through this a year or so ago. I was looking for a site to store all these cars. Because
that's where I am lucky, and I do have that head start. That's taken, I guess, nearly 20 years to get from just an old brick building to what it is
where you are now.
Yeah.
Well, and you clearly, you don't take it for granted. You appreciate it. You're loving it. You clearly take massive pride in what you do, didn't you?
Yeah, I want everything right, I can
see that. Everything is right.
I'm kind of one of them people that just never knows when to stop, I think.
Yeah, I think that's how you've got to be, sometimes. We're kind of our own worst enemy.
The minute we stand still, it's gone on it, so you have to keep
going. You've got to keep going, keep going. So let's go for a wander out the front. You've got a McLaren and a Porsche here. Now, I know that McLaren, is that your own car?
So that's my own car. For now, everything's for sale. It'll go.
Of course.
I think it would have probably been gone by now, but I've kind of missed the boat. Especially supercars have massively dropped.
Of course they have.
So until it comes back up, I guess it'll be staying.
Yeah.
Down.
Well, I suppose even in the summer you get good use out of it yourself.
Oh, I love it. So. I mean, it just puts a massive smile on your face, doesn't it?
And to be fair, pound for pound, there ain't really nothing. There's nothing out there that competes with it, is there?
There's loads of cars better built, probably better cars, but for just out and out performance, it's just crazy.
They are. They're just such a
fast.
Great twist car. What about the Porsche?
Yeah, that's a sales car. So
you got that for sale,
we took that in as a Part X.
Oh, really? Turbo S,
we had to do a fair bit of work to it, but a lovely car. Yeah, nice spec, quite rare seats and things. This will go. But this is another car that's massively dropped in the last sort of 2-3 months.
Porsches, it's not supercars. Everything has, isn't it? Even M cars. And I think this is what we was going to touch on as well, because obviously people are coming to us now to sell cars, and they bought them 6 months ago. Yeah. And the prices have dropped, and they're like, "What is that? How much are you offering me? Why are you offering me so low?"
Yeah.
But we're in a position where we've got a whole site full of cars.
Every day it's happening, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially the last 3 months, we've really felt it on the M stuff. Really, really dropped down. But I think it's a good thing, because it's dropped where it probably should have been, and now we can then buy. Hopefully next year we can start buying and have confidence that it's going to hold that money.
Exactly.
For the buyer as well. And
for everyone, for both sides. I think it needed that little adjustment, didn't it?
It did, and it's been coming. We all knew it was coming. But it just seemed to happen really fast.
It come out of nowhere, didn't it? It's literally happened over the last few weeks. And it's just gone boom, boom, boom. I think maybe when new car regs come out, it started at that point, didn't it? And then from there onwards, it was just a bit of
and I think then obviously with what we do, there's been a new model on everything as well, so that's obviously killed it as well. That's dropped, but I think at the end of all this, it'll be the right thing. It's a good thing, even though it seems like it's painful at the moment.
Nah, I agree. As we go into 2024, we want the adjustments happen now. We want stability. We want to know where we're going with the future, and I feel like the cars are
almost scared to buy anything at the moment. That's how it feels a little bit.
That's kind of how we've been as well, but you just got to buy safe, haven't you?
Yeah, just got to be careful.
You're here to earn money, and
I think we all everybody has their cars that they know they're safe at. Like I know, I can name 5-6 cars that I know that if I buy, I'm safe at. And it's just where I take a little risk with things like this. I probably wouldn't be doing it at the moment.
You wouldn't be doing that now.
No. So I don't know the market. So
just buy safe.
Yeah, that's it. So
cool. So outside, you've got, is it sort of predominantly you've got M3s and M4s, yeah? Because you've got an X5M, is that over there?
Yeah, so we do X5M, X3Ms, 4Ms, and then it's just the M2s, 3s, 4s and 5s. So everything that's a proper M car.
Okay.
You know, we do a few like M140s and things, but in general, as long as they're a proper M car, that's where we do. That's what we do.
And this has all started because you just love M cars, yeah?
Yeah, just love the brand. I've always had M cars. I think I always loved, being a rogue, I always loved the rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
The donutting and the being stupid.
Yeah.
So with a lot of like the other stuff, the 4-wheel drive stuff, you couldn't muck about like that.
Nah.
With the rear wheel drive, that's what attracted me to M cars. Like E36 was the first one I had.
Oh, really? I had an E36 M3
and then
as well.
went through the whole lot. Yeah.
The whole range.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, I'm a proper BMW fan. I love BMWs. Like being here today, that's why I thought I'll go get my camera out because we're both in the same game. It's quite nice to just have a chat with another trader. And especially one that sells M cars. So, and even the whole range, you've got you don't just go for the G series, you've got a few Fs as well. Do you sell anything earlier than that, like E90 M3s? You go?
No, not anymore. No, we used to do kind of some older stuff, and you kind of get burnt. You know, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
So we just try and limitate the issues going wrong and just stick to kind of like really sort of 2018 upwards.
Okay.
And obviously it affects the PCPs and stuff as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does.
If you get older than that, it's hard to then finance cars.
them, yeah. So you sort of keep them up to 5 years old, preferably, yeah.
Really, yeah. That's the aim.
What car do you drive daily yourself?
A pickup truck.
Do you really? No way.
A Hilux pickup truck, and it's horrible. Yeah, but you know what? I just chuck all my shit in and it's easy. It's just easy.
Fair play, that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, so.
I'm sure you get to enjoy some of these at some point as well.
Yeah. My wife's we've got a G80 that we've mucked about with, and you know we use it as a bit of a demo kind of car.
Yeah.
But I don't touch that really. So.
Nah, you got your truck.
Yeah.
You got your truck.
Truck.
Do you know what I really like? I like that F80 M3 there. Like as they've got older, they're kind of the earlier non-compact cars. They've aged really well, haven't they? Even like the silver. I know it sounds weird, but it's chrome grille.
So we back in the day we would have never left it like that.
No.
But now actually seeing one with the chrome on a non-compact at that age is really rare. A 19 plate has obviously been sat around before it was registered because they didn't do a 19. That's a March 18 car.
Okay.
Just been sat around. But it was just in so like original condition, we were just like, Joe, we're just going to leave it.
I agree, because this is what you do as well. You put your M performance stuff, or you like your carbon fibre, you do all of that on everything pretty much, don't you?
Yeah, most of them, yeah. But with that, it was just too good to touch, you know.
I love that. What's the mileage on that car?
25,000.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a nice car, and even the price tag in the window, it just looks great value, doesn't it?
Oh, it is. Yeah, I mean there can't be many like that. That's original. You know, it's a really original car.
That is a nice car. How many owners has it got?
2, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I've always liked them. F80 M3. I think they're just a great all-rounder. They're good value.
Yeah.
But then you look at stuff like this, and I think for me personally, if that
I think maybe like RS6 maybe, but what's better in a touring?
Yeah.
Like they're so cool.
I do like that a lot. I think I'd actually rather have that over an RS6.
Yeah.
Personally.
I think BMW missed the market there, didn't they? Why they left it so long?
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't do it before.
Why did they not do it? Why did they not do it sooner?
Yeah.
There's so many good opportunities as well, like with the E90 and then the F80. Why did they not do it?
Yeah. Weird, isn't it? Yeah.
It is weird. Yeah. I mentioned this on my Instagram. That's got satin PPF on that. I like that. I like what you've done with that. And you do all of that in-house as well, isn't it?
Everything's in-house, yeah. We've got a PPF bay all done, trained tech in there. So yeah, he's pretty much full-time doing that now.
Wicked.
So we actually did that. Just every now and then we'll try and do something different with a car. So that's really just to show people what we can do.
What you can do.
Yeah.
Again, I love that. Like,
it's different and it's well protected. Like that car's going to stay like that forever now.
Well, and not just the protection, there's that's a massive bonus obviously, but also we spoke earlier about frozen paint is a bit of a pain really, isn't it? I mean it's amazing, don't get me wrong, it's a big spec option.
Yeah, I would never want to buy one.
I just wouldn't want
any scratching, you can't do nothing with it.
Whereas with that you've got the same effect almost, but with without the worry of doing any damage.
That's it.
So
yeah, it's a win-win.
Let's wander inside now and end it on these two absolute gems you've got inside, yeah? Because I'm amazed to see these two cars parked here, and it sums you up perfectly.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's
you've got some big balls,
too
mate.
Rarely. Either that or stupid.
You've got to be a bit stupid to be a car trader, I think, because sometimes we take punts on some random things, don't we? And usually it goes good.
Yeah,
usually
sometimes it goes south. Yeah.
So 2016 M4 GTS. I've never seen one. I've obviously seen them advertised online before. I've never had one in front of me. What a car. How many of them are actually made?
So in that colour, in white, there's only 6, like full stop, only 6.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that's a really rare car. And in great condition. I think it's done 6,000 miles.
Blimey. Is that your own car, is it?
That's we're actually selling this on behalf of someone, but we have got a deal where if it doesn't sell, then we are going to be buying it.
Oh,
so,
right.
That's how it's been left. But yeah, such a nice car, and it's got like things like it's got like meth on it as well.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, like from the factory.
Oh,
yeah,
of course
yeah,
it has.
Yeah.
I just yeah.
Which is, yeah. So I mean, it's got Bilsteins, obviously ceramics. It would be a great track car. But you couldn't.
No. Well, that's its purpose. They've done obviously the M4, then they've done the CS, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which you've actually got a CS out the front as well, haven't you?
Got a CS just behind you. Yeah.
Just there. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then this was like the top of the range because they didn't do a CSL, did they? On the F82?
not on these. No, then they went straight into that with the CSL.
Which yeah. So we'll talk about this now. It's an M4 CSL. An M4 CS. So hold on, this is your own car. This is
our car.
This is the car that you guys have bought.
This is our own car. Again, the market's just shifted massively. So we're in between that point of it's for sale. It's still a good price. But if it stays here, it stays here. I'm not too worried. It'll go when it's ready.
I think that's a good attitude to have because it is an absolute gem. Did you buy it brand new then?
We bought it off of a customer.
Okay.
Got in a lot of trouble from BMW about this car.
Did he? Or you did? Or he did?
I did.
No way.
Yeah, because we advertised it straight away. The minute we advertised it, where'd you get that car from? And then I had a car on order with BMW that they then cancelled on me because of this car.
Really?
It's caused me a lot of grief, but it's,
They are very particular about where they go though, aren't they?
They are at the moment. I think once the market quiets down for them, I think it'll be fine again,
It's all about demand, supply and demand. When the demand's low, then they've got to be less choosy.
Yeah.
But
no, that's like literally 25 miles. That's all it's done.
Really?
We traded it back here, and it's been photoed and sat here.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Even like it's got carbon fibre bonnet, isn't it?
Carbon fibre bonnet. Yeah. Boot. Tailgate.
It's got the ducktail as well.
This is still the fastest car around Nürburgring as well for BMW.
Ah, is it really?
Yeah.
That's quite an interesting
Don't know the time, but yeah.
I was going to say, what else is unique about these cars over an M4? So it's got the seats and else.
Well, the seats are slightly different. Obviously, there's loads of carbon everywhere.
Yeah. Carbon ceramic brakes as well.
Carbon ceramic brakes, but they don't have the normal colour, so they're a different colour.
Ah.
They're normally like the gold, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah,
they're now red. And then obviously the full carbon kit. Different suspension. They're on different wheels as well. They're lighter. When you get down to it, it's quite a lot different.
That's hence the L, isn't it? It's a lightweight car.
But everybody sort of looks at it initially and says, "Why is it that much more than that one?" But you have to know what you're.
Once you start looking into it, there's a lot to it in there.
Yeah.
And other things it's got no rear seats, is it?
So no rear seats. It's all.
That's it. Carbon fibre seats, but electric as well. Yeah, no rear seats. Check that out. Wow, what a car. No centre armrest as well, which is the same as the CS.
That runs alongside all of them, doesn't it? They all miss that out. But no, it's a cool car.
That is very cool. That is very cool. All right, well, wicked. Thank you very much for taking us for a wander around. Like I say, I was just here. I just thought we've got to do this, haven't we? So
a massive thanks to Richard at EAG Specialist Cars for taking us for a tour around his site and also for his input on making the 435D look good. Don't forget you could win that car for absolutely nothing next Friday. Make sure you enter. The link to Planet of Dreams is in the description below.